So at Cunningham Limp, our mission, our passion is to make a positive impact on people, on communities, on companies. It's really hard to do that in development today if you're not working to address the housing supply. We understand that one of the biggest barriers to having more housing on the market is the cost of construction. We're tackling that from every angle, from the design of multifamily product, to the way it's built in the field, to the subcontractor relationships we build in the market.
It is very important to be at the cutting edge, and we work with architects, engineers, consultants to try to be sure that we do that for our clients, to bring that along in a fashion that sets them aside from the competition.
We're not out there in the market searching for 100 projects every year.
We're seeing a lot of great developers out there who maybe their history is in commercial office, industrial, R&D, but are very interested in getting into the multifamily development spectrum.
And we can help bring them along in their development.
We can help with the planning and think about all the cost-effective ways for design the building, build the building, value engineering type ideas and things like that.
Everyone wants to know on a new development opportunity, how much does this building cost? Typically, that question's asked with very little information, sometimes a little more than a sketch or even an idea. We realize at Cunningham Limp that big decisions are going to be made based on those preliminary numbers.
During the preliminary budgeting process, Cunningham Limp ensures that no cost goes unaccounted for by utilizing our vast amount of historical information, along with going through and setting the expectations with the clients and the design team to understand and meet the needs that they're setting forth within the project.
Then to control the design process every step of the way.
By having weekly or bi-weekly meetings, we want to make sure that they understand all of the parts and components within the project, not only the building cost that they're going to incur within the project itself.
To get the lowest possible cost for the performance that's required and that meets both renters and owners' needs.
Our conference room is named a war room for good reason. There's many sets of eyes that gets put on an estimate before it's finalized and it goes out the door. How should that building be framed, all the way down to the point of what floor covering materials should be specified, so that we make sure that we are always maintaining and fitting within the project budget.
So the final cost matches those expectations. Even the most successful multifamily projects really have a pretty small margin for error. It's a competitive landscape, and certainly we're all feeling the impacts of labor and supply disruptions.
These constraints have always been around, but they've certainly been magnified with the supply chain problems that we're having today.
Things during the project will go from 5 weeks to 12-week lead times.
We're building processes to forecast changes in market conditions, to build those into our projections, and to work with subs in a much more forward-looking, collaborative fashion.
We have a good, solid, quality established subcontractor base.
They can sometimes let us know, hey, we're seeing these lead times start to increase, and so we might want to order something earlier than we would normally do to make sure we get it here in time.
In today's world, that's part of the project that becomes very important.
We have an excellent team of superintendents and support staff that have been in construction a long time, so they understand where you can pick up value and where you can't.
We think that we can solve many of the problems in our current world today with our clients, and we do that as a team.
I know I can pick up the phone and call even the president of our company if I need to get advice on something. Any superintendent that we have in the field that I think might have expertise, I can call them up. So when Cunningham Limp's on a project, it's not just the superintendent and the PM on the project, it's essentially the whole company.
We love to make things, and here at Cunningham Limp, I have to say I came to Cunningham Limp because of their quality and their ethics.
We've seen opportunities to expand our volume, and time after time we've decided to instead improve the services we offer to our clients, to invest in our people, to invest in our communities, our processes, and our relationships. That's exactly what we've done in the last 10 to 15 years with multifamily construction.